Look, it's a really nice day outside, and I'm going to spend most of it in here talking to a phone on a stick. Right, today's plan is I'm putting in those these pipe nipples to fit for the new emergency inflatable lift bags, which is my sort of compromise to putting new tanks on.
So this is the idea with those lift bags. I've put the pipe nipple in there, which is a lot easier in CAD than it is in real life, and that's what the idea of the lift bags is going to be. They're only for emergencies, obviously, in the event of main tank failure.
So these are the Schedule 80 pipe nipples. These are the valves that have arrived. So these are going to be for the hull check valves. So this will go on the inside. So the shut-off valve, sorry, and that should screw into there. ESP taper. And then I've got all the swage lock fittings. The only thing that I haven't got is the tubing, but that doesn't actually matter because this is the big gun. Once I've got this and some of these on, then the piping won't be that difficult. So I've also got the other, let's put the camera there. Yeah, I've got these other lift bags, these new ones that I ordered. I showed you the picture the other week, and they've arrived and they're really quite good. A little bit, I don't know quite whether I mean these are going to be superb, but I don't know whether I can squeeze them in enough. But I've got the other ones, so these will be fine on the support boat anyway, so they won't get wasted. And these will come with a certificate, which is not open. But, I mean, this one is sort of folded up. Look, so they would fold up, but when you think about where that's going to go on the sub, it's a bit of a. I think those other smaller ones might be better, but anyway, it's nice to have these on board on the support boat, just to know that I've got some real hefty lift bags, 100 kilos these ones are. Right, they'll go in there for now. I had a question from in one of the comments asking about the life support system, and I said I'd just show the overpressure valve. So it's here, it sits here on the top of the hull, so that's the tower, and it literally, there's very little to it. It is just a sort of mushroom shaped pop-up valve, and all there is in there is, you can't quite see it, yeah, there. There's a series of holes that go through, and these are two machined flat surfaces, and there's an O-ring on the underside of here, and the shaft down there in the middle is machined. And there's a spring on the other side. When I get inside a bit later on, I'll show the inside of this, how it works. I just forgot. This is the overpressure valve. This is how it works. You can see the holes through. This valve could do with a few more, to be honest. And if the pressure increases, it just pops up like that. And I can adjust the spring tension with this nut to adjust the cracking pressure. So there's really not much to it. It's totally automatic. So actually, the guy that's going to be bending these pipe for me, I phoned up yesterday to see if he'd done it, and unfortunately he's off. He's off sick with COVID, which is nobody's fault, not even their own. So I can't do that bit, but I can refit that. So I'll do that today as well. But getting these in is the priority. Right, very difficult to see inside, and everything's really echoey as well because there's no floor and all the electrics are out for the wet test that didn't happen. I'm tempted to put them up there at up the bow, but I'm also thinking that here might be a good place, right in line with these viewports, because the valve could operate there, be quite out the way, on one either side, and that means the tanks would be right in the middle of the tower, so I'm kind of feeling here. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I've decided, I think about here in between those two ribs, it's going to be in line with here, it'll come out here, I can pipe down there, put the the one-way valve on, and then the tube. And I'm thinking about putting that tank there in its own little miniature pod. Failing that, I could just pipe it to wherever I wanted it to go. I don't think this is the best place, but I'm doing it for ease of welding, because I've got to be able to get round, and here I can get around easy on there, and I can also on the inside. Well, easy-ish. Right, I'm going to drill a hole in the submarine. 5-second purge. Everything else is done on the pedal. Now I've ditched the pedal, I'm just doing this on the button. Right, I just can't film inside with me welding this on the inside, because it's just impossible. I'm crammed in enough as it is. It's just going to be too complicated. What I'm doing is I'm going to breathe through this, through my bailout cylinder, and that's because I'm using 100% argon, which is super horrible, and obviously I'm in a really confined space. So I've got that, and I'm also going to put the hoover down there and switch that on every now and again to slurp out any gas. I'm on my own, so if I croak it, that's why. You can see what a rigmarole I've had in here. So I've had to be welding that on with breathing through that tube as well, but it's done anyway.